What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about Jesus. He's never late, am I right? This hat is actually floating off my hair now. My hair is getting too big, guys. It might be over with. No, that's just ruining the aura, though. Nah, okay, this is fine. But like I said, Jesus, he's never late. Can I get an amen?
No.
Yes, he's never late until about 6 or 7 days ago. I don't know why you guys are surprised. Jesus doesn't have a car, but I get it. At this current point in time, we need Jesus more than we have ever needed him. So God, please, instead of making your son walk here, please let him take the wheel. He promises not to scratch the car. He covenants. If you're currently watching this, then you are one of the many people who have sinned and have not been raptured. So instead of being in heaven with the VeggieTales cast, stuck here with you. I don't even know where to begin. I'm a little rusty. I haven't been on TikTok in months. That's probably why I'm so happy as of now. But I wanted to check the tick and see what all the talk is about. And boy, oh boy, was there a lot of talking. Some guy spread a rumor that Jesus was going to come and rapture all of his followers, every single one of his believers, on September 23rd and the 24th. If you're not familiar with the rapture, didn't Danny say familiar in this one? And it sounded like he said something else. Familiar? I'm gonna say familiar now. If you're not familiar with the rapture, it's what Anita Baker got caught in. In all seriousness, though, the rapture is a precursor to the Judgment Day, to Judgment Day. Is it the Judgment Day or Judgment Day? The rapture is a pre-event that leads into Judgment Day, where man shall be judged for how they live their lives on earth. But before all of that, God will sweep up every single one of his followers to avoid the Travis Scott concert levels of devastation that will be inflicted upon the earth. But the thing is that there is one more condition to this event. Nobody knows when the rapture will happen except for Jesus. And that makes a lot of sense, because if you knew that Jesus was coming back, you would live your life in absolute fear, trying to goody two-shoes your way into heaven, knowing dang well you want to get on a fighting game and use the simple controls. Don't worry, you're going to hell anyway. The rapture is probably the most common doomsday event next to doomsday. That means it's so easy to manipulate other people into believing he is on his way because they can't speak to him. But back to the rapture, or as commentary channels are coining it, RaptureTok. I like it, it's got a ring to it. Notice how we're profiting off of people's pain and misery. But yeah, people fell for it, and they fell for it hard. I'm hearing so many things about people selling their personal belongings, quitting their jobs, but I'm here to get to the bottom of it. So now that we have a general knowledge of everything, let's find our culprit. So when I started scripting this video, I had my eyes on this fellow right here. And let me state, before we get into any more of the video that you liked, remember, you did that. Do not go and harass or mess with any of these people. Just because the mistake is funny, it does not give any of us the right to go and berate them. So yeah, I thought this was the guy who started it, because out of all of the accounts, his was about the oldest and it had the most views. I even wrote this script after both the 23rd and the 24th rapture events. So when I get on, I can see that he's apologizing for even spreading that rumor in the first place. So then I go into his account and I come to the conclusion that this guy might be the most rapture-obsessed TikToker in history. So I had to do some digging. I'm scratching my back. He's been on TikTok since 2023, and in the beginning, he is your average Christian content creator. He'll make videos about the Bible, he'll make videos about him and his connection with Jesus, self-identity within the religion itself. Pretty cookie cutter if you ask me. But somewhere in 2024, he became absolutely obsessed with the rapture, counting down the days, trying to prepare people, trying to convince people that they need to change their ways because Google Maps says that Jesus is 15 minutes away on foot. We're gonna have to prepare for that long walk back. So then everything started to pile up. This has to be the guy. His YouTube channel is filled to the brim with rapture videos. He has made entire courses on how to prepare for the rapture. Does God speak to us about the rapture using license plates? After listening to this short ebook, you will never see the end times Bible prophecy the same way again. Just better not put a virus on my computer. Yeah, I'm not putting my actual information in there. Let's make a fake email. This is an hour 57. Also, I noticed this is an MP3. You couldn't even take the time to make it a WAV file. Let's see.
If you are left behind. Hi, so glad you're here. My prayer as you make your way through this short book is that you are renewed.
Short book? This is an hour 57. The movement of this trend just doesn't align with the influx of views his TikTok account suddenly got. He was never getting those views prior to the start of the rumor of the rapture. So I did a lot more research. Not that much research. And I stumbled upon someone called Brother Joshua. So, you couldn't leave well enough alone, could you? How'd you know I have a brother? I don't know much about this pastor, which goes to show that I kind of know a little bit more than I would like to. And I really don't want to learn more. But the least I can do is find out how, where, and why this started in the first place. Who is Joshua McCain? Pastor who predicted rapture for September 23rd, 24th. A South African pastor has said he saw religious visions and predicts the rapture will take place this week, a theory that has been shared widely on social media. He said that he saw Jesus sitting on a throne, and I could hear him very loud and clear saying, "I'm coming soon," listing the dates of September 23rd and 24th for his return. So now we know, thank goodness, I don't have to read anymore. But sadly, I had the interview video. So let's just watch that part as well to see how he sounds, I guess.
The rapture is upon us. Whether you are ready or you are not ready.
You know, they don't have to say much. Her face says it all.
I think it's Tuesday. Today. This date cannot be disproven.
You guys heard he said, right? It cannot be disproven. He wasn't wrong. It was the 23rd and the 24th. That's factual. Everything else, though, I don't know. I understand being ready, but there's a such thing as too much for everything. When does it go from being preparation, you know, learning and whatnot, to absolute fear-mongering? Wouldn't it kind of suck to hear about the mark of the beast every day of your life? Especially since Revelations within its context is apocalyptic literature that you're not supposed to take 100% literally, even though it's called literature, you know? What God showed me about human trafficking, Jesus fetched me and took me to heaven and hell, how I became a male prostitute. Actually, I'm pretty interested in that one. What? Now, I didn't think that this would get blown out of proportion, but if it didn't, this video would not exist. It got entirely blown out of proportion. The head was so good, the shoulder became unsymmetrical. And again, I need to remind you that people are quitting their jobs, selling their personal belongings, leaving their loved ones.
That I willingly gave up custody of my 6 kids to CPS because of the rapture. Before you guys come for me in the comments, you have to think about this logically.
You guys gotta think about it logically. I had to give my kids away. What? I have 6 kids. That's a bad number. There's no way I'd get raptured if I had 6 kids. Maybe if I had 7, but I don't have the time. Just because Jesus is coming today doesn't mean that I can have the baby tomorrow. Come on, you gotta think. Very bold of you to assume that your husband isn't getting raptured, but you are. I'd be so pissed if my fiance made a post like that about me. Not because it's true, but I didn't blow up that nursing home by myself. She's being so resourceful to her left behind husband, leaving all of her Bibles in her survival Bible Project Edition. Her Survival Project Bible Edition. He's gonna be getting attacked by 20,000 locusts with lions' heads. He's gonna pull out his Bible Projects book. He's gonna open the first page, and the only thing that's gonna be there is a PNG of the Bible, and the rest of the other 90 pages are gonna be blank. Should have read the Bible. She also left him money as if that would matter after the rapture. Hello? Look like there's no one here. Quick, let's hurry up before the wild gang gets here. Ooh, you're gonna have to put that back. Why? Are they expired? We've only got 25 bucks. Imagine this is 25 bucks. We can't afford it. What are you talking about? Dude, it's not my fault that Jesus decided to rapture everybody in the worst economy of all time. With tariffs, those Doritos are 9 bucks, and it's mostly air. It's literally the end of the world. There is no economy. Now hurry up, I can hear the wild gang coming. We're not going anywhere until you put those Fritos up. They're $12.78. Shut up! Well. Uh-oh. Look like a couple of lost sheep strayed from the flock. Give me that bag. Oh boy. Looks like y'all found enough food to keep me and my boys good for a week. Woo! Oh man, and damn, I can't take this. Really? It's a little expired, but we don't mind. We can take it. No, I can't take it because of the Fritos in here. I can't afford them. I know this sounds crazy, but would any of you have change for 15? I thought you never asked. Oh, wow. Thanks. Guess you guys aren't so bad after all. All right, you guys can go. Wow. Actual change for 15. Wait, I forgot to tell my men! But as you can tell from the date of this video being posted, the rapture has been passed, which means that it didn't happen or we are doomed. But I'm interested to see what was happening on TikTok during the day of the rapture. So we're going to go back in time and watch one of the greatest doomsday events ever. They just have that graphic waiting to be used. The dean must know something that we don't know. All this did was accidentally pump fake the guy who actually knows about the date of the rapture.
Rapture trip tip number 5.
We're already starting strong. Just like the school dean, we're dealing with somebody who's already experienced what it's like being raptured.
When you finally start moving up into the air, I recommend that you don't hold on to anything. I definitely don't recommend looking down. I think we learned that lesson from Lot's wife.
I gotta be honest with you, terrible tips. We're 5 parts in and she's already spreading misinformation. There's nothing in any text that says looking down while being raptured. PEMDASes, you currently being raptured. That's like wanting your Pokemon to evolve, letting them evolve, and then pressing A in the middle.
Rapture trip tips. I recommend you go out and buy a couple fresh packs of undies to wear for the next month. Throw all the old underwear away.
For someone who's so religious, or I want to say someone who's so excited about being raptured, she sure does care about worldly things. And the next part she's gonna say, now as you're in your new pair of underwear, be sure to hold on to your air fryer. They don't have fried chicken in heaven. Jesus will appreciate that. It's almost as if she's trying to keep you from being raptured. She's trying to get heaven all to herself. Jesus is not letting you hit, little bro.
Another way to help prepare people that you might go missing because you're harpazoed without looking crazy is to leave subtle hints during conversation. How about brunch this Sunday? That sounds great. I'll be there. Well, unless Jesus calls me up and I get raptured.
My favorite way of being subtle. Not being subtle at all. Hey, my grandma just passed away recently, and it would mean a lot if you could be there this Sunday at the funeral. Of course I'll be there. Nah, awesome. Thank you so much. That means a lot coming from a friend. Well, I mean, unless Jesus comes and get me and I get raptured. Excuse me? And since I'll be in heaven, I won't even need to go to your grandma's funeral. I could just see her there. What are you even talking about? It's happening! Earlier than expected, but always on time. Oh, shit, he's not lying. Wait. Well, since you're going up there, could you let me know if my grandma's there? Of course. Anything for a friend. DC done did it again. Someone come and get your man. Move my brick top speed so fast. Hello? Hey, what's your grandma's name so I can call around for her? Jenny. Okay, give me a second. Excuse me. You know Jenny? No? Oh, it's God. Hey, God, is Jenny up here, my friend's grandma? She's what? What? I can't keep my phone up here? Okay. Dude, your grandma's not up here. Really? She must be late then. No. She's in hell. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, she was a cannibal. What?
I sold all my belongings because I thought that the rapture was happening. Stephanie Wu, I'm asking you to please message me about getting my car back. My car, my daughter's crib, my size 17 shoes.
Yeah, this isn't real. You're telling me you gave the clothes off of your back? Well, the the shoes off of your feet. Everyone is moving extremely bold. They all just assume that they're gonna be the ones to be raptured. You never really know. Imagine he gave away his shoes, which doesn't really need that much imagination, and everyone got raptured but him. Now he has no shoes for his monstrously sized feet. You can see him trying not to laugh midway through. I'm thinking I'm smelling a bit of irony here, but my clothes aren't wrinkled, so I'm satire, if you will. Yo mama so fat, she's satire.
I gave away my treadmill and my elliptical, my Samsung fridge.
He gave away his own refrigerator? Who would think to sell that? Don't most houses come with refrigerators? And why are we selling our items in the first place? Once you're gone, whoever's left there will make use of it, I promise you. You don't need to sell your stuff for some extra cash in heaven. I'm pretty sure the USD in heaven is what the Bolivar is anywhere.
My BB belts.
His baby what?
My BB belts.
With all that buildup, I thought it was gonna say his PS5. Now, I'd understand that one. This console may not have any games, but it's coming with me to heaven. And as funny as that is, I bet that left long-lasting effects onto his mental health.
I've been doing what I want. It's a pickup in the back, but the trunk in the front.
Oh, he's okay. On to our next video. Very over-the-top exaggeration for someone who's really confident that they're going to heaven. Take a shot every time I mention that. Like, this guy is 100% confident that he's going to be one of the ones chosen to be raptured. I think what makes the concept of the rapture a lot more terrifying is the fact that throughout my life, I like to think that I'm living the correct way that Jesus will want me to live, so that when the rapture eventually does happen, that I'm one of the ones chosen. But a part of me also feels and knows that I have not been living up to standard. And that 50-50 of being chosen or not is what truly scares me down to the deepest of my soul. Everyone on TikTok is so geeked. That would make the reality of not being raptured 2 times more impactful. All that yelling in a car just to stay there. Meanwhile, Bill, the next door neighbor murderer, is being sent to heaven because he fully realized the errors of his ways and gave his life to Christ. He's swimming his way up to the sky as we speak.
If you are watching this video and millions of people, particularly Christians and all the little children, they disappeared and you were left behind, and the news and your government is trying to say that the aliens invaded us and we need to all come together for world peace, I want you to know that it's all a lie. This video was posted before September 23rd, 2025.
He's making a Walter White confession video for the sinners that are left on earth. Listen, if you're watching this and you didn't get picked to go to heaven, sucks to suck. It's so lit up in heaven. Well, not really, because that's more hell too. But you get what I'm trying to say. All I want to say is that if the government starts saying that it's aliens, don't listen to them. They're just mad that none of them made it to heaven. None of them. Not even Obama. Which sucks because he is awesome, but no government official made it. Hamilton's up here, but that's Lin-Manuel's version. Look, all I'm saying is, stay strong. You can do this. You are one of a kind. I don't even know how you're watching this video when the people who keep the internet live are all...
The faithful believers, we already knew and prepared for this. We tried to warn everyone about the rapture. That's exactly what happened. Look up what the rapture is online. It's when Jesus comes and takes his faithful bride.
This is so gross. This is the anime kid being a complete dick to all the new anime watchers, all because he got bullied in high school for it. Side note, that did happen. The bullying part, not the gatekeeping part. But yeah, so what I was Naruto running? So what that I was trying to obliterate all of you with a single Kamehameha? You guys were assholes. We were in middle school. I'm pretty sure I was the only one acting my age there.
Faithful remnant off the earth. And all the little children under the age of accountability.
The age of accountability? What? You know, babies are low-key the most honest out of all the age groups. And in the right scenario, if a baby did something wrong and you ask them if they did it, they won't hesitate to tell you that they did it. Isn't that accountability? Look, all I'm saying is that there's a possibility that little Timmy is in hell right now for stealing a cookie out of the cookie jar. But with that level of accountability, he probably runs hell now. Satan bows to him. Why make a Left Behind video just to gloat that you were right? They know. It just doesn't make any sense. There really is no love like Christian love. Yes, I finally get to say it. I've never got to say it. I got to say it, God. God, if you're watching this right now, send his ass back down here with the rest of us. He needs to start from scratch.
God has told me to sell my car because I won't need it beyond September, baby, because the bride of Christ is flying.
Actually, in the end, the heaven is gonna come down and be on the earth. So, after he defeats Satan, you guys are just gonna come right back down here. And everything is gonna be gold, and everything is gonna be beautiful. No government, no isms, and no Tom McDonald, a true paradise. And while everyone is enjoying their new gold-plated cars, you'll have to be the one to walk to the place of worship because you decided to sell it beforehand. God didn't tell you to do that. That wasn't God. That was Satan. The Kia boys wouldn't work with him, so he had to take measures into his own hands.
By the way, my driver's license expires in September, so it's just like perfect timing. I'm gonna see Jesus. Are you not excited? Tell me you're excited to see Jesus. Tell me right now.
Also, we've already established that this guy is a little too excited for the rapture, though.
Tell me right now.
All of his responsibilities just so happened to fall on the day of the rapture, and that was the perfect excuse for him to not care about any of them. Giving the big middle finger to corporate America. Yeah, I'm not paying my taxes. Jesus returns on that same day. I'm gonna go overdraft my credit cards now. This specific doomsday might have the highest success rate of all time. I can't lie. For jokes, this situation is hilarious. I did see a comment where someone said that this has nothing to do with the whole RaptureTok thing. This was an African celebration, which could be true. I don't doubt that somebody recorded this and then somebody saw that clip, thought that it was funny and just put rapture in Africa, and that's what made the video really blow up. But if that is an actual celebration, somebody please let me know because I couldn't find that anywhere. But if this is real, I gotta know what Brother Joshua has done to cause this domino effect of an event. Has he performed miracles? Healed the sick? Cured cancer? 1080 backflip, no scope trick shot on Black Ops 2? Why did everybody listen to him? Why did everybody believe him? Is it because he's bald and has a beard? It's gotta be because he's bald and has a beard, right?
So I am working my last shift right now for the Rapture because I'm not scheduled to come back until like the 25th. So I am dunzo here. And this just feels surreal, dude.
And he told all his co-workers. This one honestly just hits different. That job has clearly been kicking his ass. He is ready to go. If anyone is seeing this, regardless of the rapture happening or not, somebody please get him a new job. I don't think he likes where he is currently working.
Hey, you! Did you get left behind? I'm genuinely sorry. But chill out, broski. It's 7 years or less. Probably needed some time to reflect anyway. Use this time to get closer to Jesus. That's what this is for. Don't be stubborn and have a hard heart now, alright? It's gonna be cool. Like I Am Legend or The Walking Dead, dude. Just make the best of it. We'll be watching you.
I take it back. Don't even send any of the job offers. He's going to be unemployed and unsaved. So everybody wants to be raptured and leave behind these arrogant, snobby ass I told you so videos. At that point, don't even rapture me. I'd rather have a dead-end job than be in heaven with those guys. I'm so connected with Christ. I told him I'll wait the 7 years. I don't need the rapture. I'll be here when you get back. And in those 7 years, we will rely on Beyblades to start the new world order, where the strongest bladers compete for nothing but the love of the game. I hope you're ready. Can you guys even see my Beyblade? This is Twisted Tempo. This is one of my favorite Beyblades of all time. But then you got Pegasus, and then you got Leone. Leone might have the coolest metal design. I don't know, something about the thick metal Beyblades, like the shape. What happened to Beyblade? Is Beyblade X good? I just miss old school Beyblade. People used to die over this shit. Moses literally split the sea with this. Now it's just turned into an esport. And it's now the day after. The rapture hasn't happened. I know, shocking. I want to meet the VeggieTales crew just as much as you do. No, not just as much, for sure more than you do. So now what's started to happen is that people making claims or spreading the gospel that the rapture is coming on the 23rd are all coming out to make apologies. But not for spreading misinformation or causing or aiding to mass panic, because that would be insane.
Do not get discouraged. please, guys, continue to stay strong. Like, I know it. And, like, the Lord is, like, continuously sending me signs, yo, like, guys.
That is literally the night sky. I believe that the rapture is in motion when you can see raw sky in light-polluted cities. I'm not surprised that every single one of these apologies are not apologies. They all follow the same format of saying that they're sorry, but then right after, they dodge accountability and go back as to why this was just a fluke, this was just a mistake. Instead of just holding the accountability part, they'll completely throw it out the window and just start attacking you for calling out their BS.
Okay, so the rapture didn't happen. And I just wanted to say, a lot of people are so focused on the bad things that have happened out of this, but I want you guys to look at both sides of what's happened. Yes, a lot of bad has come out of this, but also a lot of good has come out of this. Take, for example, me. I feel as if I've been pushed to become an even more strong warrior for Christ.
But you gotta look at it like this. You weren't seeing it from my perspective. You're only looking at the bad, which wasn't a lot. I only spreaded misinformation, which could cause a lot of newer Christians to be extremely confused and flat out lying. But you gotta look at it from both sides. Because when the rapture didn't happen, I didn't blame Brother Joshua or any of my other false preacher brethren. The rapture not happening made me realize that I need to become stronger at moving the goalposts because these guys are good as hell.
If you're a Christian, listen to me very carefully. If you come across a video of someone talking about Jesus coming back soon, and you have nothing nice to say and you're tempted to judge, leave nasty comments, say things like false prophet, deceived, deceiver, no one knows the day or the hour, or calling them a liar or anything like that, it would actually be better for you to pause and scroll on.
If you see someone spreading misinformation about Christ and the religion and have nothing nice to say at all, it would be better for you to just get out of here. We're trying to fool people over here and you're getting in the way. If you think that any of these Bible passages like Matthew 7:15 or Matthew 24:24 or Matthew 24:11, there's a lot of Matthews, or Romans 16:18 or Luke 6:26. Matter of fact, if you read the Bible, fuck you. Fuck you in general. You don't know what you're talking about. I will never understand why people who know that they're doing wrong, why they expect or feel as if they deserve kindness in return. If I said something terrible to you, don't take the rage bait and hurt my feelings. That hurts my feelings. You should be kind to me after I say those terrible things to you because God is judging. You, not me. I'm just a man. The list goes on and on and on. And just as there were so many false teachers and false prophets, or just random people with influence deciding to add more fuel to this flame that is RaptureTok, there are also just as many victims to this scenario. I do want to acknowledge that there are victims because this is no different than Kenneth Copeland or Joel Osteen, or however you say his name, or any of these mega church sermons where they use their plethora of lukewarm knowledge and tons of charisma to prey on people who want to approach towards the lifestyle of Christianity. Because I mean, if we wipe all the blood the religion has on his hands and we just look at the man, I mean, it's a pretty good deal. But obviously we can't end the day after with everybody's apologies except for Brother Joshua's.
God is blowing his own trumpet to the world, announcing his coming.
So confused. Same here.
He says in 2025, in September of the 23rd and the 24th, I will come to take my church.
Did he come?
Where's your part? I did my part. I delivered the message. Why you didn't rapture the people?
So he's blaming God? This is God's fault? Could you imagine getting blamed for doing something that you never agreed to do? Not only that, you never even spoke to this person, so that's twice as confusing. And it's crazy that they're doing all of this, that all of this is happening over something that's not even canon in the Bible. What? Oh yeah. Wait. You don't know? That's a Be More Chill reference. That's what I was going for. Yeah, so before I made this video, I perused around RaptureTok for just a little bit. I had to see what was going on before I started the typey. You know, I was looking at a little bit of funny stuff here, a little bit of funny stuff there. But then I read a comment that said that the rapture isn't even in Revelations.
What?
It's not canon in anime terms. So then I did what regular people do, and I did all my research on Facebook, and what do you know? The rapture is an eschatological concept held by some Christians, particularly those of American evangelicism, consisting of an end-time event when all dead Christian believers will be resurrected. Most Christian denominations do not subscribe to rapture theology and have a different interpretation of the aerial gathering described in 1 Thessalonians. So, what you're telling me is that Left Behind is nothing but an analog horror? That movie scared the shit out of me. Well, no, that scared the hell out of me. No Left Behind 1 slander will be tolerated on this channel. Any of the other ones are fine. Go for it. I don't remember them. I've never seen them. I could sit here and say that these people are stupid and they're fools for believing that something like the rapture could be coming anytime soon. And I am, like a big nose, I am. I mean, because even though I have this newfound knowledge about the rapture, it's still made very clear that the only person that knows anything about the rapture is God himself, which makes sense. So shout out to John Darby for that. Joseph Smith would have said that only he knows because Jesus trusts him so much. Let me sleep with your wives. The world sucks right now. And I honestly cannot be mad at people for wanting to leave their situations, especially if they're stuck in a dead-end job, which is like most people. Everyone is being overworked, and Gen Z just can't find work. People are being laid off left and right. The rich is only getting richer, and the straw that's breaking the camel's back for me is that Makoto isn't even in Street Fighter 6 yet. So I can confidently say I completely understand as to why anybody, whichever predicament that is in, it's a bad predicament, but I can see why people who are at their lowest points in their lives would want a way out. So yeah, sometimes the victim can be crazy, but not for believing in God, but for listening to somebody on a podcast. You can see him come up with his lies on the spot. It's not hard to do. There's no hair getting in the way of his thoughts. So he's back there digging in them. And all of the creators on TikTok who co-signed this are going to hell with him. I know it's not right for me to even guess where somebody's going in the afterlife, but I got a pretty good feeling about this one, so you should trust me. And on the flip side, it also does not give everybody outside a chance to just take a hit on somebody else's beliefs. It's like at every chance where someone religious falls, there is always someone there who was anti-religious to berate them like clockwork. But again, life is terrible out here and people just want to be free. Some people are actually just done. They don't want to burn themselves out working till 80 for retirement just to have one more month to live. And when you're down, depending on what path you decide to take, the Bible is an option that can give people hope. The rapture is an escape. And it sucks because in the beginning, it was Josh who was the one who started it. And in the end, it was Josh's victims that got all the ridicule. But also in this specific scenario, I really can't be mad at the hecklers. Christians haven't been good guys since Christ came back and then left again. And as of now, it's currently Christians that are separating families and threatening to kill homeless people. So, you know, a part of me wants to become defensive over something that I truly believe in, to front and to back, you know, just a tiny bit. But then a part of me also comes to the conclusion that, oh, they're attacking the Christians, not me or other people who practice, not even Jesus, because they can't throw that far. A Dominican man could probably throw that far. It's a hurt people situation. And as Christians, we all know what we're supposed to be doing, but none of us are listening. That's probably why none of us have been raptured yet. Our heads are way too heavy. I still don't have a name for you guys, so just imagine that I do. Don't listen to anyone else who claims the name Joshua. There are only two: the great warrior leader in the Bible and the best Azucena main alive. Don't look that up. Okay, see ya.